Alright, y'all, what's poppin'? It's your boy JP. I got another one for y'all today. We got another cartel video. We're gonna be tapping into the brutal demise of El Cholo. What happens when you betray CJNG? And I believe CJNG is a Cartel, Jalisco, new generation, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what it is. But we're gonna jump right in, and I ain't gonna do too much talking on this. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you're new. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Also, turn y'all post notifications on so y'all can see anytime I react or just post a video in general. But yeah, let's do it up. Let's check it out. Let's see what happened to El Cholo. One. Shout out Disturb Reality. Somebody recommended this channel to me for me to watch. And yeah, I had to tap in to see what's going on.
Reality. The notorious four letters CJNG, short for Cartel Jalisco Nueva Generacion, spread fear and terror upon an utter mention. A cartel so brutal, they've been...
I'm not gonna lie, for the most part, the cartel I kept reacting to videos and getting the most about was pretty much damn, what was the name of them again? Sinaloa Cartel, I think. But these is kind of like the new generation coming up doing their thing in terms of like the cartel stuff. I think these are the people that were responsible allegedly about the murder with like the YouTuber stuff that told like the boss to, you know, suck his, and he ended up getting killed. That's alleged. I'm not sure if that's true or not. It's not confirmed. Y'all let me know in the comments if y'all know if that's true or not. But yeah.
To guerrilla combatants and terrorists. Since their creation in 2010, following the fracture
so only 12 years.
Cartel, CJNG have grown rapidly and have taken over large parts of the Mexican drug trade, leaving a trail of bloodshed and body parts in their wake. Whether it be AKs, ARs, RPGs, or just a good old-fashioned machete, their strategy is purely hyper-violence. Many such examples can be seen online, as CJNG like to broadcast their heinous killings as a warning to others.
Yeah, imagine people putting up on you with clown masks. You gotta be scary as hell.
To say, CJNG boss Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes, aka El Mencho, rules with an iron fist. You'd be forgiven to believe.
Yo, he really like my brother's pop. That's crazy.
Would dare double cross the boss.
I gotta send him this.
However, this isn't the case. In spite of the brutality of CJNG and the consequences of betrayal, Carlos Enriquez Sanchez, aka El Cholo, with the dreams of money, power and influence, left the organisation in late 2017 to early 2018. Despite being an early member of the CJNG organisation, he was a high-level lieutenant within the cartel. To be precise, he left the criminal group with another CJNG member by the name of Eric Valencia Salazar, aka L85, a man with
L85
to Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes. In fact, he worked with El Mencho in the days of the Milenio Cartel. They went back a long way. While still working for CJNG, Eric Valencia Salazar was arrested by Mexican forces in March of 2012. Subsequently, he spent 5 years behind bars before his release. It was actually a federal judge who absolved him due to violations in his due process and that there was insufficient evidence against him. Upon being released from prison, many experts in the narco world expected him to once again work for CJNG, though this wasn't the case. After his release from prison, L85 contacted Carlos Enriquez Sanchez, aka El Cholo, a high-ranking member of the CJNG, to start a campaign against El Mencho and break away.
Damn, that's crazy. So they expected for him to come back home and get back in the game and deal with the same people, which is typically what a lot of people do. And that's not only like with the cartel, even out here in the States, when people get such a short time which is 5 years is a long time, but you know, I'm saying, not like no 15, 20, 25 years where you can kind of sit back and really realize what, you know, what you've done and you gotta change your life. But 5-year bids, usually a lot of people, and I've seen that with like a lot of homies of mine too, like they'll come home, they'll do the 3 to 5 year bid and usually jump in the game. But I guess when he came home, he had other intentions, you know, on his mind. Son, he was planning something.
They formed a cartel known as the Nueva Plaza Cartel, based in Jalisco, with El Cholo serving as the reported leader. By 2019...
Yo, and that's one thing I wanted to ask too. If anybody got any type of information on that, like how the hell you just come about and be like, yeah, I'ma start a cartel, and people just decide out of nowhere like, yeah, we just gonna follow this person. Like, do you have to have any type of status, any type of connection, getting some type of money? Like, what are the requirements if anybody knows? You know what I'm saying? That's something I want to know. Like, how you just become, boom, the boss. This is, you know, I'm a cartel boss and y'all follow me and I'm the leader. Like, how does this even come apart? I need to know, please.
Carlos Enriquez Sanchez and Eric Valencia Salazar had completely turned against CJNG.
Sheesh.
In fact, they were even aiding the Sinaloa cartel in fighting the CJNG. The new organization...
Damn, they turned their back all the way.
...side in the state of Jalisco. El Cholo continuously poked the hornet's nest. In fact, he even murdered a CJNG financier, which resulted in El Mencho sending a hit squad to take care of El Cholo. However, the hit failed, and the Nueva Cartel successfully retaliated by murdering the leader.
They have probably had to pay.
Hit squad. The war between the two factions has seen a rise in violence in the city of Guadalajara over the past few years, as the two groups, along with others, compete for control for the methamphetamine industry in the city. Aside from a growing alliance with the Sinaloa cartel, it's believed that El Cholo managed to successfully get top police officers on his payroll for protection. Despite his organisation being
that's kind of smart
matched by CJNG in terms of resources, manpower and wealth, they were having great success, though El Cholo was playing a dangerous game and he was about to lose.
Definitely, to turn your back on the big boss.
2021, a video was released online depicting El Cholo captured and surrounded by heavily armed CJNG Sicarios.
The crazy part about it, the same he probably bought the cops, and who knows, they probably paid the cops off way more money just to turn him, not to turn him in, but at least to give the drop on him on where he was at, because they found him for sure.
The video is essentially a brief confession from El Cholo, where he states that he is supported by high-ranking police chief Omar Garcia Harfuch. Let's take a listen.
Oh, this is the video?
Mi nombre es Carlos Enriquez Sánchez Martínez, alias el Cholo, originario de Guadalajara, Jalisco. Me encontré en esta situación por ser contra del CJNG. Me encontré en el Distrito Federal con Omar García Harfuch para que me brindara apoyo, ya que ambos somos contras del CJNG. Sí me brindó el apoyo, nada más me dijo que ocupaba algo relevante para...
Es que Demise is so calm.
Toda su gente o el apoyo que iba a mandarme. Empecé yo con las fosas, todas las de Tonalá, Paquepaque, Tlajomulco, Opan, yo las hice y yo mismo hablaba a las autoridades para que se aventaran para que fuera algo relevante.
That's crazy. He really built a relationship with officers, man, to protect himself.
3, Mario Alberto y el 02 Zambrano. Me brinda la atención en todo. Igual yo mandé a aventar la granada ahí al consulado americano para que se calentara toda la ciudad. Igual le di la orden a Marino para que matara a las 11 personas.
Yo, he's really confessing out here to stuff.
La colonia La Jauja. Todo el desmadre que se dio pues fue por órdenes mías, pero para que Harfuch me apoyaran todos. Por eso es la situación en la que me encuentro. Ustedes muchachos, los pocos, muchos que sean los que queden apoyándome, pues déjense de cosas y dedíquense a la familia mejor.
Yo, let me know if I'm bugging or is these like the people that's behind them, is these Cause I'm not, I obviously I understand 100% like what he's saying and stuff like that, but it's kind of like low and harder to hear a little bit. Like, are the people behind him or the CJNG people, or like these are his people? You know what I'm saying? Cause he's over here confessing to, you know, like him calling shots and stuff. So I don't know. It's giving me these probably the new generation cartel people once he got caught.
This is the last known footage of El Cholo before his brutal demise. The video translation is as follows. My name is Carlos Enriquez Sanchez Martinez, aka El Cholo. I am originally from Guadalajara, Jalisco. I'm here because I'm an enemy of CJNG. I met with Omar Garcia Harfuk in the Federal District so that he could give me his backing. This is due to us both being after the CJNG, and he did give me his full support, but he told me that he needed something relevant in return so that I could operate with his support and his people among this city. And so, I kicked everything off. All of the crimes that took place in the local area, I am personally responsible for, and I myself called the authorities so that they would turn everything into a heightened police matter. The individuals who sponsor support here in the city are Mario Alberto, aka L03, and Sembrano, aka L02. Anyways, I'm the person responsible for that grenade thrown some time ago at the American consulate. This was done to generate panic within the city. I also gave El Marino the orders to kill the 11 Masons in Tenala. All the chaotic crimes that took place were done on my orders, but I did this on the condition that Omar Garcia Harfuk would support me in everything. He is a criminalistic individual. You guys, the few or many that are still left supporting me, it's best for your own good to just start taking care of your families so that you don't end up like me.
Sheesh.
The last part of that statement is pretty chilling, if you ask me. Shortly after this, El Cholo would be brutally murdered by CJNG sicarios, and he wasn't given a quick death. Shortly after the
I kind of like, from all the videos that I've watched, like cartel people, like I feel like the people that disrespect them the most, or they turn on them whether you snitch or this or that, they not just gonna shoot you and, you know, go about your day. For the most part, you know, like if they catch you, it seems like they gonna torture you and make sure before you go, you kind of understand that you messed up bad. They not gonna just give you the easy way out, you know, lighting your ass up and you just dying. You know what I'm saying? It seems like they make sure they torture you and you realize what's really going on out here, you know?
Video was released. A body was found in Guadalajara. The body was tightly wrapped in black plastic with notes stabbed into the body. One of the notes simply read, El Cholo the Traitor. Although this was revenge against El Cholo, it was also a public statement not to mess with CJNG. It's believed that the body was dropped off during the daytime. The corpse was soon taken for autopsy, which is where the signs of torture became apparent. He wasn't given a quick death. It's believed that he was subjugated to hours of savagery. 7 of his toes were broken, and 1 toe was cut off. He suffered numerous broken ribs, and to immobilize him, both of his legs were basically destroyed. So in both legs they broke his tibia, patella, and femur. He also had various knife lacerations. And most disturbingly, all while he was alive, his eyes were gouged out, and his tongue was pulled out. And when I say pulled out, I mean pulled out. The autopsy revealed that his tongue wasn't cut out, it was somehow pulled out with a heavy pressure object. So essentially they clamped his tongue with some sort of object and they just pulled it out. I can't even imagine that. He was also subjugated to high voltage electrocutions, and he was finally killed with 3 gunshots to the head. In fact, you can indeed find El Cholo's autopsy pictures online. There are some unconfirmed rumors that the torture and murder of El Cholo was captured on camera. However, no such footage exists online, and quite frankly, I believe it to be an urban legend. Although, I am surprised that CJNG didn't record this, given who El Cholo was and what he did. They filmed the interrogation, they left his body in a public place, but for whatever reason, they didn't record the torture and execution. It does seem strange, but at the end of the day, these cartels operate in a world of their own. Despite the death of...
And I'm sure if they recorded it, they would have posted it, because they don't play it. We live in different times where, I'm gonna be honest, like back in the day, that's not something that you would have seen. You know, when it comes to like gangsters and stuff like that, they not posting, you know, what's really going on. You're just gonna hear about it in the news. But we definitely live in different times where like the most gangsters of the gangsters, even the cartels, they'll post it, you know what I'm saying? They don't care what it is. Chopping people up, chopping heads, shooting people, they really don't care, you know what I'm saying? They gonna post it, and it is what it is, because they have that much power in their country, you know, and it's crazy, man, but that's what happens.
The Nueva Plaza cartel continue to operate in Jalisco, though leader Eric
I was wondering what happened to this dude.
Is now handling the cartel with a lower profile. In fact, as of right now, his whereabouts is unknown. It seems that he's stuck between a rock and a hard place. Not only is he wanted by Mexican authorities, but more crucially, El Mencho wants his head. Though, we shall see how that plays out. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the content.
Bye, y'all. I'm gonna stop the video right here. This is the end. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, what you think about this whole situation, man. It's crazy. To be honest, I was wondering what happened to the other dude. And I know he gotta be like in a sticky situation, you feel me? Just for the fact that they just did your man's dirty. And the crazy thing about it was that you convinced him to you know, to basically stop messing with the big dog and to start your own stuff. And look, you put him in that situation. Basically, he got caught before you, and they did him filthy. So I don't know, he's probably in a crazy situation, because when they catch him, it's gonna be bad for him, you know what I'm saying? They probably do him worse than the other dude. They broke his toes, eyes out, tongue, broke his leg. They put him through hell, you feel me? And then at the end, shot him 3 times in the head. But that's what comes with that life, man. That's why it's best to just avoid it, because and you know, you could say, it's honestly something you could say, just like, man, don't join that life and all the crazy crimes that happen. And people know what's really going on, but you know, there's always a knucklehead that joins it just thinking that it can't happen to them. But this is crazy, man, just to find out what's really going on. But man, I guess he gotta pay the price for the decisions he made, you feel me? But y'all let me know in the comments, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the kids. Suggest any videos or any channels that got this type of content, anything y'all like to see, and I promise I'm gonna react to it and watch it, because they are interesting, you feel me? As sad as it is, to the stuff that's really going on, a lot of people losing their life, but you know, it's good to know and just to be informed of what's really going on around the world. But I'm off this, y'all. Peace.